Have you ever faced a problem that felt way too big for you? Something that looked impossible to overcome? This is the story of David and Goliath, the most famous battle in the Bible. A story of courage, faith, and how God can use even the smallest person to win the biggest fight. The sun rises over the valley of Elah. The land is dry, the air heavy with dust. On one side of the valley stands the army of Israel, their swords and shields shining in the morning light. On the other side, the Philistine army, strong, confident, and ready to destroy. But there is one man who makes everyone afraid. His name is Goliath. He is huge, over 9 feet tall. His body is covered in shining bronze armor. In his hand he carries a massive spear, the tip so heavy most men couldn't even lift it. Every morning and every evening for 40 days, Goliath steps out and shouts across the valley. His voice is like thunder as he mocks Israel. Why line up for battle? Send one man to fight me. If he kills me, we will serve you. But if I kill him, you will serve us. His words echo off the cliffs. The Israelites hear them, and fear fills their hearts. No one dares to step forward. Not even King Saul, who was the tallest and strongest man in Israel, has the courage. Far away, in the quiet hills of Bethlehem, a young shepherd named David is watching his father's sheep. He is the youngest of 8 brothers. To most people, he looks ordinary, unimportant. But when he is alone in the fields, David sings songs to God. When wild animals attack, he fights them off with only his sling. Out there, he learns something powerful. God is always with him. One morning, David's father calls him. Take this food to your brothers at the battlefield. See how they are doing and bring back news. So David goes. A boy carrying bread and grain is about to walk into the greatest battle of his life. When David reaches the camp, he hears Goliath's voice. The giant shouts again, mocking Israel, mocking God. David sees grown men, soldiers with swords, run away in fear. Who is this man? David asks. How dare he insult the armies of the living God? The soldiers laugh at him. His older brothers are angry. Why are you here? Go back to your sheep. But David doesn't back down. He sees the truth. This fight is not about size or strength. It's about faith in God. Word spreads, and soon David is brought before King Saul. The king shakes his head. You are just a boy. He has been a warrior all his life. But David answers with calm faith. When a lion or bear came to attack my sheep, I struck it down. The same God who saved me then will save me now from this giant. Saul has no other choice. He lets David go, offering him his royal armor. But when David tries it on, it feels heavy, uncomfortable. He takes it off. I cannot fight in this. I will use what I know. So David picks up his staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones from a stream. That is all. The 2 armies watch as David walks out alone. A boy against a giant. The Philistines laugh and mock. The Israelites hold their breath, hearts pounding. And Goliath, oh, he is furious. When he sees a boy walking toward him, he roars, Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks? Come here, and I will feed your body to the birds. The ground shakes under his heavy steps. His armor clanks, his shadow darkens the valley. But David doesn't run. He looks up at the giant and shouts with courage. You come at me with sword, spear, and javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. Today the Lord will hand you over to me. Then the whole world will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves. For the battle is the Lord's. The words hit like fire. Both armies stand frozen. And then it happens. Goliath moves forward like a mountain ready to crush. David runs not away, but straight toward the giant. His hand slips into his pouch. He pulls out a stone. He places it in his sling. He swings it with speed and precision, faster and faster. The air whistles, then he lets go. The stone flies. It cuts through the air with deadly force. It strikes Goliath right in the forehead. The giant stops. His eyes widen, and then, like a great tree falling in the forest, he crashes face down to the ground with a thundering boom. Silence. For one moment there is only silence. Then the Israelites erupt in shouts of joy. The Philistines stare in shock. Their mighty warrior is dead killed, not by sword or spear, but by a boy with a sling and faith in God. They panic, they run, and Israel chases them, the victory complete. But this story is about more than one boy killing a giant. It's about what the victory means. David won because he trusted God, not himself. He knew that the battle was never between a boy and a giant. It was between the giant and the living God, and that changes everything. Think about it. We all face giants, maybe not 9-foot warriors, but giants of fear, doubt, failure, sickness, rejection, loneliness, or addiction. Giants that scream at us, telling us we are too weak, too small, not enough. But David's story reminds us the battle doesn't belong to the giant. The battle belongs to the Lord. And when God fights for you, no giant can stand. Faith is not about pretending you are not afraid. Faith is moving forward, even when you are afraid, because you know God is greater. That's why this story still speaks to us today, because it shows us that no matter how big the problem, no matter how impossible it looks, God can use anyone, even someone who feels too small or too ordinary, to bring victory. So let me ask you, what giant are you facing right now? What problem seems too big for you to handle? Remember David. Remember his sling, his stone, and his God. So now I ask you, what would you have done in this moment? Would you have stepped onto the battlefield or stayed back in the camp with everyone else? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And if this story encouraged you, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful Bible stories and share this video with someone who needs hope today.